Lesson number one, my country people, Dr. Waiting. Listen, whether or not you accept my country people is a force to reckon with. Me and the agree. He's an enemy that is strong. So we got to be technical to what they do. We thank my country people for this wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.
You get America, the United States of America, they don't recognize President Biya twice, not just one. Russia, the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin himself, personally write to President Biya for congratulating on the re-election and inauguration. Ukraine, Zelensky, now what do they call him? Vladimir Zelensky, they don't write to President Biya for congratulating as well. The United Kingdom as well, the king, they don't write through the foreign office. Senegal, the president of Senegal himself, Bassirou, he don't write to President Biya. Equatorial Guinea don't send the vice president of Equatorial Guinea to Yaoundé, imito President Biya face to face. Gabon, Niger, and the rest, and the list goes on. Now, countries in this way, they don't come on record publicly endorse President Biya as the legitimate president of Cameroon. So when I day here, when I talk, say, oh, countryman, but you don't know which country they support Issa Chiruma. So the country, the way they support Issa Chiruma, they support them now in hiding. They support them now back. Where did they hide? What are they hiding? Because the countries, the way they support President Biya, they support them now publicly, openly. They write letter. America own, they not only do them once, they do them twice. So when I look on the screen again, I get this graphic where we publish them about 3 or 4 days ago. So on the 17th of November 2025, the Secretary of State, Secretary Marco Rubio, he called President Biya for discourse. He congratulated President Biya on the inauguration, and then during the conversation, now what is this way? The American Secretary of State write them for their website. During the conversation, the Secretary and the President discussed deepening the partnership between the United States and Cameroon to advance shared goals, including strengthening security as well as achieving regional peace and prosperity for both nations. And then the Secretary of State for America, he also commend Cameroon. He talks about when they do fine job for when fight against terrorism. This one now just 4 days ago, on the 17th of November. This one now the second time where America recognized President Biya, because on the 6th of November 2025, when President Biya take the oath, the swearing in, and the inauguration ceremony, the American ambassador be there for Unity Palace for shake hands with President Biya and congratulate him for day. And then the American government be sent congratulations to President Biya on that occasion, and they publish them for their official website, and they publish them for the American embassy for Yaoundé, their website and their Facebook and their social media handles them. And then on the 17th of November, America again, this time around, that Senator, now Secretary Rubio, he used to be a senator, he not be senator anymore. Secretary Rubio now called President Biya, and it not just end with a call to President Biya. They go post them for their official Facebook page and their official website. And then the embassy for Yaoundé, they publish them again on the embassy, their Twitter and their Facebook pages. You understand? Twice this month of November. And then when I therefore they talk, say, oh, but countryman, some countries they support, it's actually they support and for back, they hide and hide them. Because the ones the way they call Biya, where they support it, where they send their vice president to go see Biya, they do it publicly, would they do the with the tell now. Vladimir Putin is send message for Biya na public. We not understand. So make we not understand. Now why do I tell now? Say make we not be fooled or carried away by people the way they talk things, the way they don't know which way they talk about. They could not be fooled. So all these countries then they support President Biya now publicly. We not need to consider this in we calculations then. If we not think that we want to make Issa Chiruma president of Cameroon, I don't tell you the only way. Now by force. Now by force. No 2 ways, no day. Me no man no fool you. Talk to una lock na 7-side house, go stand lockdown, una go get independence or for Ambazonia, or una go move Biya and then put Issa Chiruma as president. It will not do it. Even Cristiano don't tell una. And una don't already fail ourselves by simple communication. Website, Issa Chiruma no get them. It no first even show a sign of seriousness. It doesn't show seriousness. And then some people they can't tell me, say, but countryman, wait till you did talk, wait till you could talk. It's that room, I don't appoint a spokesperson. Okay. And then what? Does that mean you control now the economy? I don't get it. What is there for you to celebrate about? Say, don't appoint spokesperson. So now some big news when me are supposed to run around talk about them or Cameroon government a good shake because they don't appoint spokesperson. Come on. So now just some of the few things in that way I can't talk with you now. But before I go, we go back to this graphic where I will post them. So Issa Chiruma, no, I mean Nnamdi Kanu for Nigeria, he will be arrested in Kenya and extradited to Nigeria for face charges of terrorism for separatism inside Nigeria. Yesterday, the 20th of November 2025, Nnamdi Kanu will be found guilty on all three charges them, and they don't be sentenced to life imprisonment. I remember the Amba fools them as stupid as they be. They don't ever learn sense. They can't leave stupid messages from our Facebook page long time ago, years ago. Talk say, hey countryman, Abuja High Court, or some nonsense like that. Say some court for Nigeria be order Cameroon, it be order Nigerian government for release Nnamdi Kanu. How market pass? They release it. Even in this way, they don't sentence it to life. They find him guilty, right? Nnamdi Kanu be found guilty and they don't sentence it to life imprisonment, like Ayuk Tabe and the rest. So separatism, secessionism, no country in the world, they support them. No one country not there for this world where they support separatism. That message now for Amba fools them, Chris Anu them. I don't hear no. So talking about President Trump, okay, I want to play for now this short video. I will forget me for Adam. I will forget me for Adam video. Where did I even save that video? Now bear with me. Did I download it? I'm not even sure if I download the video. Oh yes, I did. Now the video this. When I watch the video, they load.
Welcoming him here with open arms. While the Crown Prince has long been isolated, but President Trump is welcoming him here with open arms, even praising his human rights record. So I asked Bin Salman, who rarely faces the press, point blank about that record. And to my surprise, he was prepared to answer, but the president was clearly not happy with my questions. Overnight, President Trump capping the Saudi Crown Prince's lavish visit to Washington with an extravagant dinner.
He has become a true partner for peace and prosperity for our countries and for the world and for peace in the Middle East, which was a crowning achievement for both of us.
Trump welcoming Mohammed bin Salman to the White House for the first time in 7 years, with a parade of horses, a military flyover, and a personal tour, pulling out all the stops. It's a remarkable comeback for the Crown Prince. In 2018, the CIA under Donald Trump determined bin Salman orchestrated the gruesome murder of Saudi dissident and Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi. But President Trump clearly irritated when I asked the Crown Prince about it. Your Royal Highness, the U.S. intelligence concluded that you orchestrated the brutal murder of a journalist. 9/11 families are furious that you are here in the Oval Office. Why should Americans trust you? And the same to you, Mr. President.
Who are you with?
I'm with ABC News, sir. The president defending the Saudi leader, saying things happen, even criticizing Khashoggi, the journalist who was murdered and dismembered.
You're mentioning somebody that was extremely controversial. A lot of people didn't like that gentleman that you're talking about, whether you like him or didn't.
So the reason why I play for now that video, this video where President Trump talked to the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, we welcome him for White House. Now 2 days ago, now the Crown Prince that way, American FBI, they talk saying now that Crown Prince it be order the murder of a journalist, Khashoggi, Jamal Khashoggi or whatever, for Istanbul. They catch the man, they take and go for Saudi embassy for Saudi embassy for Istanbul. They torture you, they kill him, and then cut his skin, he body them into pieces. Okay, now that same Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, that way Donald Trump now they make their deals, they shake hands, they laugh. You know why? Money. Just like how President Donald Trump, when this Ukraine and Russia war, it talks about that war. It say if Ukraine be prepared for pain, then they go support. If Ukraine not pay, then they support them. So there is a new world order. The Trump Tower for Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. Now the reason that Donald Trump is making his money. Okay, Donald Trump they build a Trump $20 million US investment in Saudi Arabia. They are making their money. So, not there for they think they so President Donald Trump he could do something, or American government go can't fight for Cameroon for East Africa because a democracy. Gone are those days when we talk about America and democracy. This is the Trump era. Just a few days ago, Donald Trump did talk about striking Nigeria. Why? Because he watched some news article. They talk say what are they call themselves? Boko Haram. They attack Christians for Nigeria. So Donald Trump get palaver now with Nigeria now with Tinubu. He don't get problem now with Paul Biya. They could not understand. And Donald Trump and the Republican Party, they hate Muslims. Guess who is such Roma be? Muslim. Una hear me fine. Ma tell una. So una get to read the cards. Una get to look at the situation. Donald Trump right now, a problem we get them in South Africa. He want bomb na Nigeria. Say Nigerian government need to protect Christians for day. And then when I think say they say, where una wama explain for na how. I don't even talk go reach how Israel they control America and Israel and Cameroon they did a hand inside glove. Now whatever Cameroon it never recognized Palestine as a sovereign state. Cameroon are only one of two countries in the whole of Africa where they never recognize Palestine. It no matter what crime you do, it no matter what way you do. Donald Trump himself said the cry for America just about 5 years ago, say the thief election. Yes. For America, now America will do be Cameroon. When I hear me final. So before I end, I go quickly talk about this next one way now cabinet reshuffle, because at the end of every presidential election, the president usually do cabinet reshuffle where it could take some ministers them out, bring someone them in, or move someone them to different positions. And just like how Issa Chiroma be been a minister for communication before 2018 presidential election, and then by 2019 they moved Issa Chiroma from communication to vocational training. Okay, so election don't pass, they don't swear in, inauguration don't pass. The next thing we will wait now cabinet reshuffle. So now the Anglophone ministers the way they day in cabinet now them days. Unfortunately, now only 3 women the day for day, it be majority men them. No, without any specific order. So we get the prime minister, head of government, when His Excellency Chief Dr. John Gutte, he be 71 years old, he come from Dian Division for Southwest Region. He be appointed for January 2019. So now the prime minister that. We also get in no particular order, we get Minister Paul Tasong Njukang, when from Libya, let me come on, our second favorite Bangwan man, because our number one Bangwan man, our favorite Bangwan man, now Beltus Atesong. So Minister Paul Tasong been a minister delegate to the Minister of Economy, Planning and Regional Development in charge of planning. So Minister Paul Tasong be in charge of planning for that ministry. Okay, we also get Minister Elong Paul Chair, Minister Deputy Secretary General at the Presidency of the Republic. Now, Bakosi man, I need to wear Bakosi face everywhere he goes. He looks so Bakosi is unreal. So we'll get Minister Paul Antanganji, Molinex, Minister for Territorial Administration from Mezab. Need I say more? No. We'll get Minister Sherry Kilo, when our Secretary of State to the Minister of Basic Education, it come out for Northwest as well. I think Ngoketunjo na Bui Division, it come out. We'll get Mengot Victor Are Nkongo, Minister Chargé de Mission at the Presidency of the Republic. Okay, we also get Minister Fu Callistus Gentry, when a Minister of Mines, Industries and Technological Development, it come out from Donga Mantong. I think that Mr. J, if I'm not mistaken. We also get Do Jerome, when Secretary of State to the Minister of Justice and Keeper of the Seal in charge of penitentiary or penitentiary administration. Okay, we also get Minister Paul Gogomo, where he did work inside presidency as well. It come out from Gokatunja, Naiwe, Amba terrorists, them no pity, they were Bonnie House at the beginning of this nonsense for 2017. We'll get Minister Felix Bayou. It will work in external relations as Minister Delegate to the Minister of External Relations in charge of relations with the Commonwealth. It come out from Old Town, Bamenda. We also get Minister Nalova Leonga, when a Minister of Secondary Education, strong Remy. So now just a few of the ministers of Cameroon, and now all the ministers where they did in cabinet position inside Cameroon government, where they come out in the Anglophone zone. So with the hopes that they go add them, they go add more, especially as Anglophone zone do very well with this presidential election. As President Biya go see, I'm saying we do very well, we vote for ye. So add we one or two ministers. We are always no contraband day here advocating for minister of kum distribution. Of course, I jest. So, my contributor, that is it. I don't get time for can read all now plenty comments there, because for 2 p.m. I get to be somewhere else. 2 p.m. for we here, when at 3 p.m. for Cameroon. So I sorry say I no go through now comments them, might just see a few of them. We'll get Catholics online. It's a democracy is just how you define it. Besides, democracy doesn't concern Africa. We should define our own terms. Exactly. So that nonsense when I talk about democracy, the American way of defining it, Donald Trump to make no money. If you pay, he will give you what you want. Donald Trump even talks say if you can't give it say if you invest $5 million US for America, it give you plus citizenship. It will give you citizenship all the way one time. It will make no money. Okay. So El Shaddai means it say life is a choice. Even in the USA, there are some of them who decide to travel to other countries to live their lives there. Of course. Okay. So it talk now to Robert. Robert, it talk nonsense. I go block you, delete you. You know most like me, idiot. Okay. So I know if you read all my comments, I get to be somewhere. I get to run downstairs now, jump for my motor, vroom, run. I get to go pick up my boss from nursery. I get to run. So Masamimbo talks say Issa Chiroma is having a taste of his own medicine. He helped to architect Cameroon to what it is today. What he did to come to is being done to him by Ntanganji, not turn by turn. Okay, so Meme Central talk say Christopher Anu thinks say is that rumor now fool for come online to declare things them like Amba fools they be doing. Okay, so and then Meme Central continues to say Meme Central continue for talk say if any country be the support is that rumor, I tell you therefore don't come talk since of course then sister they can't talk. So if you do watch later, share them. Or if you do watch live, also make sure say you share so that make people they forget the message where I bring that for them are contributing. So today number 19 day for November 2025. And no good day long for this live broadcast. So as you see on the screen, we'll get a message where some individual is sending for me for WhatsApp, and I don't screenshot and put them on the screen so that I will share them with you now, and I want for respond. So the individual, it's a greeting, sir. It's I am one of your followers, a black leg. I fully understand that those who still refuse to denounce the Amba atrocities are those who must be facing what I'm about to forward to you. I fully understand that the person who published this write-up below doesn't accept that it's their duty and not what he is trying to say. We created Amba and we must be the same people to destroy. Igwe, your place there for educating us. Long live all the black legs. Now the message that way live and then it go on for forward me the message where the individual Ibisanam the write up from Bui Division. So I go read them for now and I listen. So I go right to the bottom of the message and then I tell now who write them before I can read the message. So it be signed Dr. Kanyui Elvis Ngoran, the Divisional Pedagogic Advisor at the Divisional Delegate or Delegation of Basic Education for Bui Division. Now you write this message. So it start by saying, it's a good afternoon, my dear fathers, mothers, brothers, and sisters of the great political family. It is with a heartfelt of pain, agony, anguish, fear, and sorrow that I take this particular moment and opportunity to put before you the plight of teachers in Bui Division. A shadow of death, horror, and terror is looming over teachers in Bui Division and basic education in particular. Teachers seem to have unknowingly committed a serious and grievous crime to the terrorist movement in Bui Division just for the simple fact that they are teachers. Just last year, we lost our colleague, the pedagogic animator for Kumbo Inspectorate, to the cold hands of death after being tortured by terrorists in their concentration camp. Teachers are suffering, teachers crying, teachers are in pain, teachers have become orphans, teachers are in agony. The situation is fast deteriorating as days go by, with no hopes of better days ahead for the teachers and their profession. At this particular moment, the Chief Shepherd of Basic Education in Bui Division, the Divisional Delegate, Dr. Foncham Paul Babila, is going to spend his third night in the terrorist captivity in Vekovi, having been abducted on his way from Bamenda to Kumbo at Wainama on Wednesday, the 12th of November 2025. This same day of horror in Kumbo saw the kidnapping of a group of nursery school teachers right in front of the premises of GS in Jaffnui. I don't know how to pronounce the short names. There are even reports of the divisional delegate having already been grievously injured in captivity and undergoing serious inhumane torture, with the terrorists demanding huge amounts of money as ransom for his liberation. So far, about 5 teachers have already been released after paying a heavy ransoms ranging from between 3 million francs to 5 million francs CFA. With the kidnapping of the Chief Shepherd of Basic Education in Bui, dear comrades, the protective umbrella over our heads seems to have been taken away, and you people can imagine the amount of fear, frustration, depression, sadness, and grief, a feeling of insecurity, vulnerability, and fragility that are animating the spirits of teachers in Bui Division. Teachers are being tortured physically and psychologically, milked dry on daily basis to the profit of hardened criminals and terrorists. The kidnapping spree of teachers has taken a different and horrible dimension in Bui Division in general and Kumbo and Jakili subdivisions in particular. Some teachers in terrorist captivities were released just a week ago after paying heavy ransoms of 4 million francs, and they are again in captivity and being demanded to pay another ransom of 3.5 million francs already in Bui Division. We have teachers who will work and end their careers only paying loans. They have contracted to pay ransoms to terrorists and hardened criminals. Where do teachers go from here? What should teachers do to save their lives, their profession, and careers? How do teachers effectively carry out their duties? Who should run to teachers' rescue? Dear parents, dear brothers and sisters, dear comrades, the moment is horrible, the moment is terrible, the moment is frightful, the moment is bad. Something has to be done to alleviate the plight and suffering of teachers in Bui Division. I am on my knees with tears in my eyes, with a bleeding heart, with a heart full of pain, anguish, and agony, pleading on all of us to come together as one family, as one person, to help teachers and save the basic education in Bui Division. I therefore kneel before you all in humble supplication that our hierarchy herein should come to the rescue of teachers, to salvage teachers and save basic education in Bui Division. No matter how little the contributions may be, teachers have suffered and are still suffering and paying the price of a crime they did not commit. Someone should come to the rescue of teachers in Bui Division. It be signed Dr. Kanyuik Elvis Ngoran. I be sorry, say I did butcher the names them. I not be the best person to pronounce certain names them, especially in short names them. It been at the divisional pedagogic advisor at the divisional delegate or delegation of basic education for Bui Division. So now the message that way, this individual is sent out for me earlier today. So my message to you, I tell you, say, I ask you, say, did you write this? I say, very sad. It talks, say, no, the name of the person is at the end, just copy and paste. And I think you can give them some advice once more. So I tell you, say, thank you. He replied to me, he said, thank you. This one I just, this morning, just before 12 noon, for here when about 1 p.m. And time now for Cameroon at 6 minutes past 2 p.m. while they do this live broadcast. So I just decided to read that very heartfelt, painful message where this individual, Dr. Elvis Ngoran, a liver inside the Bui WhatsApp groups for cry, they on the knees they cry. Someone somewhere, a savior for can rescue the teachers in Bui Division. It plead, it beg, it cry. With pain, agony, as I talk, the moment is horrible, the moment is terrible, the moment is frightful, the moment is bad. I know if it even begin for imagine the pain where people that go through on the ground. It'd be so easy for people to talk, say, I understand. No, I don't. No, you don't. No, we don't. Until you day inside the person's shoes where it cry like this, trust me, you know fit understand. You know fit. You don't know what it mean for be kidnapped, dragged to the bush, tortured. And like this man talk, the torture is not just physical, it is psychological. And then the extortion, the money where these teachers they pay as ransom, from 3.5 million to 5 million francs, 4 million francs, and the rest. That money, they don't get him. What is the salary for teacher? 150,000, 200,000 francs. Even if he no chop. Even if he no chop at all, he collect, me would talk say he been at the highest paid primary school teacher. Because they talk na basic education. Okay? Me would talk say he earn 200,000 francs every month. Okay? And he pay ransom when Mujo talks in at 3 million, divide that by 200,000 francs, where it means that even if he no chop at all, it would take in 15 months, I almost say 1.5. It would take in 15 months for raise that 3 million francs to pay ransom. Even if he no chop nothing from his salary, it will take all that 200,000 where they pay every month. It will still need for take every penny, every franc CFA for 15 months. That's 1 year, 3 months where it no go chop for pay back that ransom. Where it means that they don't get the money. When they kidnap you, you pay ransom. You'd enter na from Jangi for borrow. Other family members have they beg money na beg and they contribute money. Other people they contribute money. They enter Jangi, they borrow money. They sell land. They sell houses. Sell cars. Sell family inheritance for go pay ransom for some shit no white blast with there for bush. And they go take that 3 million, 3.5 to 5 million francs. So do it with them. Go smoke banger. Go smoke drugs, take drugs. The thing will finish in 2 weeks. It not go last. Wait where you save them. Or the money where you go borrow from Jangi house where it go take you the next 4 to 5 years for pay and back. That boy go smoke them all in 1 week. It not even reach 1 week. He go smoke them all. That is where we find ourselves, my country people then. That's where we find ourselves. So this individual, they asked me if I could get some advice for this kind situation, for these people, the way they cry in this kind of situation. What advice do I have? What can I say? The only solution for this ambassador terrorism Now for wipe out all these criminals and bandits and terrorists where they maraud the forests in the Anglophone zone, especially for Bui Division and Ngoketunja, and now some parts of Boyo.